you want to go up, Mary? One sec. No, go now. Go on then. Go. Stupid cat. Okay. Itchy eye. There we go. Right. Oh, my voice. We are live.
What the buck is up, everybody?
Hello.
Big things have been going on. We managed to avoid the war with the humans altogether. We are putting forth a ruse that the humans have not caught on to yet to simply buy us some time. We allowed the humans to annex some of our territory that was not under our control, and the plan is to spend these next years gathering up our strength and building our army up and building up our defenses so that by the time we are strong enough, we'll be able to take back those lands and repopulate the territories.
But there is going to be plenty. There is plenty of discussion still left to be had between the council and the human forces. But it seems, obviously, your direct influence or chance to interfere has drawn to a close, and you are going to be heading off to not quite greener pastures, but other places to help or influence things.
We got what we had to do here done, so now we need to focus on our other problems.
Yep, we have so many problems that need to be dealt with.
And Alexander the Father. Huzzah.
Well, soon going to be.
Yes. Potentially.
Yeah, I mean, after all, fatherhood is its own adventure. Adventure! Huzzah!
All right.
If the kids get too rowdy, you know who to talk to.
So, the we stopped at roughly in the evening on the 4th of Inferno. So, you guys can. I think you were relaxing in Opal's Tavern, basically making plans for your next step, which, obviously, as we worked out, is going to go and talk to the dwarfs and see about repairing the train system.
I don't think repairing the road system right now is our main priority, like Sean would say.
I mean, to be fair, we do have a demon out there running amok.
And also, Milk, you're muted if you're talking.
What do you believe should be our priority?
Well, First of all, Nishan's gonna look around the tavern, see if there's anyone listening to them.
Or perception. Or are you just sort of having a look to see who's there at the moment?
Yeah, it's just so we don't get any eavesdropping.
There are a few other individuals in Opal's Tavern, as you're not the only patrons who come here. So it definitely has a number of people here. At your glance, it doesn't appear that anyone is obviously listening in to you.
So Nishan is just going to speak quietly. Well, I do have something I want to talk about, but I need you all to promise to keep it a secret.
Of course, I can respect that.
Quite frankly, there's only one pair who's known that they cannot keep secrets. But you have my word.
Well, I think we should try to have Kadison ourselves, without any relation to the city.
How do you propose we go about this, Nightshine?
I'm not sure yet, but we can use the metro map to go there and sneak in by the sewers like we should have done the first time we were there.
I don't think we've ever found out how far these sewers go. Is there a sewage system that leads into Keniston?
It's on the river, so I believe there are some openings what are along the river and stuff.
Hold on, there was a hornet by my ear.
Alright, it's fine.
No. As much as I want to help the people of Cadiston, I don't think that it's within our powers at this moment.
But if we don't, no one will.
Well, here's the thing. We don't. What are we. What are you wanting to gain from this? I mean, yes, helping out people's all fine and good, but I think there are bigger problems in Cadiston right now.
Not to mention, if we openly attack Cadiston, it might send the humans the wrong message, and we might be in this mess again that we just got out of.
And that's why I'm saying we do it secretly.
I mean, they're gonna notice.
Well, they are already, they know that there's some trouble going on there. So if they got the word that there's trouble going out there, they wouldn't know the difference.
Okay, so here's my question then. How do you propose that we keep the trouble going? Like, how do you propose that we liberate this, we liberate Cadiston without drawing any notice from the humans? Like, one way or another, they're gonna notice.
Well, they will notice, but by that time we may be able to at least make the situation better.
Why is Keniston so important to you?
I just don't like the idea of ponies being slaves.
Well, Keniston has already been overran by the human army. If we go to Keniston, not only are we going to have the human army at our backs, there's likely going to be a detachment there within the city itself.
Yes, but maybe they're.
I think the most we could do is possibly free the captives.
Yeah.
Well, from what I remember, they were already sending the captives back to the human land, so I'm more worried about those who are still in the city. I don't really think we can help those who are already shipped out.
What if we speak to General Lionheart and request that the Fae who were captured in Cadiston be sent into our territory?
Because we tried and he said that Cadison is their city and they are bound to their laws.
Did he actually say that?
Well, they said that they know there is a problem over there, but it's just, from what his words, ponies acting up and just a rebellion which they had to deal with.
I'm concerned that if we go to Cadiston, we'll be fighting a losing battle. Naturally, the ponies who are living in Cadiston want to preserve their homes and fight against the invaders, but they're outnumbered and outmatched. If we show up, we're not going to do much to help them. We could potentially help them escape, but we still have to worry about two sides of the army that we're going to be stuck between.
Yeah, this is. He does make a valid point.
If
I.
we if we leave soon, then the army still is here, so we would have time to try it.
I could prepare sending and send a message to someone within Cadiston to let them know what's happening. That way they're at least not caught off guard.
Wait, what do you mean?
I can send a message.
But to who?
Well, that's a good question. I don't know who to send it to.
Do you guys have any contacts in Cadiston?
The only one that I can think of was the old king of there, which I don't know if he's even still alive.
And I would be able to send until tomorrow.
Even if you did send a message to him, I don't think there's anything he would be able to do.
Exactly.
And frankly, Nightshine, I don't think there's anything we'd be able to do. We've already done as much as we can to save as many lives as possible. I understand your heart goes out to the citizens of Cadiston, but they were a necessary sacrifice. If we try to disrupt that now, the humans could go back on their agreement.
Yeah, the last thing we need is a major war fighting out at this point in time.
I don't like it either, Nightshine, but I'm afraid I have to agree with the others. There are more ponies' lives at stake than just the ones in Cadiston.
And I guess there's nothing we can do.
Nothing at this moment, at least. Perhaps down the road we can find a way to help them.
If you do come up with a solution, we'll hear you out. But for now, it's best we leave Cadiston alone.
We would need to be there looking for the solution. I don't think one is just gonna hit us. Unless if I use a hero point for that. Thinking time.
I think uh, you'd be hard pushed, even if with a hero point, to gain any information. That's something you're going to have to do in character rather than it just fall from the sky.
Yeah.
Let's see, what time of day is it? It's getting close to the evening time.
It's 6:25 p.m.
I say we take the evening to relax, meditate, pray, do what you need to, and then we head out first thing in the morning.
Okay, but where do you think you should go? Because I don't agree with dealing with the dwarves right now.
Why not?
Because I don't think fixing the railroad will help anytime soon to deal with the humans over here or to deal with the demon.
Well, if we have the trains moving again, it will allow us to move supplies and troops further across the land.
Yeah, and on top of that, the faster we can get
stones would be a more effective way of doing that.
but we don't really know how to switch where those go without other people opening them.
We just need a magical stone.
Well, do you suppose we get that?
I know a place where they might have one.
Where?
Well, if they were given out to the students of the Empress, then there is at least two back in Galloping Down.
There's a southern mayor in Galloping Dam. Who's the other?
The Northern Mayor.
I don't believe she was. I don't recall her wearing the ring.
I think they both.
I suppose we could take a detour to Galloping Dam to speak with the southern mayor. But ultimately, building the infrastructure of this land and getting the train operational is going to assist in building our nation up, transporting goods as well as troops. Because it goes right past St. Moon's Reach and Villagertown, respectively.
Yes, we can check it out, but that's a very slim lead, if anything.
GM, do we know where the train engine is located?
The field marshal mentioned that they found a abandoned one or damaged one just outside, just before the Forest of Dreams. That's the only mention of one of the engines.
Okay. Do we know how many engines there are?
Knowledge history will help you with this one.
John, do you know how many engines there are?
I sure do. History. Let me make it blind.
Yep. And you did use your d6. Okie dokie. Cool, that did factor it into the numbers. You know, from what you're aware of the train system, there was potentially at least 4 at any point. At least 2 running constantly. So you had like one would be at one end, one would be at the other. There would be sort of one roughly in the centre, and then there would be like a backup one. So that is the sort of possible number. There might be other backups, but that's all you can think of.
And we would also need the means of convincing the dwarves to help us. I don't even know if the ponies and the dwarves have a good relationship right now. Would knowledge and ability reveal if we have good relations with the dwarves?
No, I don't think nobility would really be the one for that. I'm trying to think if there's anything but history, really. Because it's history is old stuff. You're thinking about current things. No, I think nobility is your best bet because I can't think of anything else.
Alright. Sure, that's a blind roll.
You are not currently aware of the relationship between the dwarves and ponies.
I have no clue.
Well, I mean, it's worth at least going to visit and seeing if we can potentially open something up.
So I suppose what we can do is travel south, follow the train tracks to at least the train engine to verify that it is there. And then we can travel to Galloping Dam to speak with the mayors and check on their progress as well. If we're going to be traveling outside of Villager Town, we should most likely take the airship and wait until nightfall, or at least in the early morning hours before the sun rises.
That's
We,
a good idea. Yeah.
we probably need to inform them beforehand that we are going to take their ships so the humans don't get scared.
We do obscure and mist to hide the airship.
Not for leaving. That would be far too more that would be keeping it concealed while you're in the city is easier, but once you leave the city boundaries, you won't be able to.
I mean, we could simply leave without explanation and let them draw their own conclusion.
I don't think that would help anyone.
Well, I mean, we've already said we're taking away our forces, so our airship could be a part of that.
Yeah. You have a point there.
Well, up to this point, the humans aren't aware that we have a flying airship. Yeah. If we're going to leave while the human army is still here, we're just simply going to have to do that.
Well, as fast as the airship is, we could always just take the portal to Galloping Dams and walk the way to the dwarves. If we can get the train running, we can take the train back to Villager Town.
Yes, but we'd be leaving our perfectly good airship behind.
True.
I think if we leave at night, we're least likely to be seen and noticed, and that'll be our best chance. We can gain altitude quickly. What is the weather going to be like tonight?
The weather for basically for today is. Go back a little bit. Actually, I'd have to scroll back. I'd just go here. Weather. You got horrendous rain today, so it's going to be rainy.
So we might be able to actually heavily cover the rain to block out sound and such.
I don't think we should risk doing something to upset the humans right now if we are set on doing it.
Well, then we could simply just inform them that we have a flying airship and we're taking it with us.
Yep.
Is there going to be a heavy fog tonight or tomorrow?
Not that you're aware of. You are in sort of the more warmer climate, so fog is very unlikely.
How loud is the airship actually when it's flying?
It doesn't really generate any noise.
Okay, so yeah, we could probably just do it at the dead of night without anyone noticing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was worried it was making a bunch of engine sounds, so I was like,
Nope. I mean, the noisiest part is probably the sails.
alright, so if it's silent, then we can probably just sneak it out.
Yeah, I mean, it'll be no louder than what a ship is on sea, really.
So are we in agreement with that then?
Yeah. Cool with it.
Do you have any objections to that notion?
I think I'm outvoted here.
Alright. What time should we leave in the morning?
Say.
If we're gonna do it at the dead of night, we should probably do it
Midnight. Either midnight or 1:30 in the morning.
with this rain, there will probably won't be a moon to light us up.
I would like to attend one more service of the nightmare before we leave. I've missed so many.
You know what? Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
All right, 12:30 then. How long do the services normally take?
No more than an hour.
So around 1 o'clock then.
Let us depart at 1:30. I'll send word to Captain Swift Gadget and her first mate so that way they'll have the ship prepared for leaving.
Get Lightning on board the ship and tell the captain of our plans.
Can anyone lend me 300 gold?
Let's.
Actually, 320.
I suppose I could. I have that amount.
That would be much appreciated.
Well, what do you need it for?
I want to buy a scroll and a bag from absolute everything before we leave.
Right. I will give you the funds for that.
Hooray!
25, you said?
92. Wait, 320. I mean,
120.
and now I shall go before the store closes. Hooray!
Roger, as he gets there, closed.
Alright, you so you head to absolutely everything. It has the we are closed sign on it.
I knock.
How loudly do you knock?
Increasingly loudly, until I feel like I'm disturbing the whole street.
Understood.
Come on, Lightning. Let us get you up the ship.
Oh, itch. So you get to the point where you're probably knocking fairly loud, and then the door opens, and and you can see Solar Comet stood there looking at you. What could you possibly need at this hour?
A scroll.
Of?
Call of Void.
Say that again.
Let me double check the name.
Yeah, I couldn't get that with the accent. Sorry.
How dare you?
Call of Void.
I also need a masterwork bag.
Well, Masterwork Bag definitely have. Call of Void. Call of Void. He says, thinking to himself, come in, come in.
I come in.
He will send his unseen servant off to find your Masterwork saddlebag.
I'm guessing it weighs as much as a masterwork backpack.
So, as far as I'm aware, it does.
I don't. I'll take it.
I don't think it should weigh anything different. Let me have a look. Is there anything special about this spell that would be any reason why you wouldn't have it? It's a Paizo one. It's from an adventure path. By the looks of it. In a aura of nothingness that channels mystery. Creatures addition to you when the spell is cast at the start of your turn take damage. addition, creatures affected by your aura are fatigued, cannot breathe, and cannot speak or cast. Spells with vocal components. Creatures adjacent to you are allowed reflex saves to half the damage and negate the fatigue effect, but cannot breathe or speak regardless whether they save is successful as long as they're adjacent to you. Looks like it's just an aura around you. Okay. He would, yeah, level 3 spell. Yeah, there's no reason he would not have something like this in his shop. Though it's probably one of those ones that will take a fair bit of time for him to find, given given that it's a more unusual spell.
It is.
He will actually have to. He actually has to utilize a spell to actually locate it. He did not know if he had one. And after a bit of more digging in the piles, you are given your scroll.
Hooray!
He does ask for the money though.
Okay, let me just make this up. Should all come to 425 gold. So I'll give the money that Alex gave me and 105 gold.
Okie dokie.
Now I have a bag, which I didn't have until now. Hooray!
Alright, for those of you who are running to the ship, you won't have too much issues. The only thing what will happen is Swift Gadget will go, you want to leave at what time?
At 1:30 in the morning. That won't be a problem for you, will it?
No, it'd be fine.
Very well.
I just need something stronger.
Okay, suppose you have some tea.
She sort of... she gives a scoff. This is definitely not a situation for tea.
Any
All
situation
right.
is a situation for tea.
Irish coffee then.
That's more like it.
Irish coffee with a hit of whiskey. What could go wrong?
Well,
I think that's what Irish coffee is.
well. Maybe a little more than a hint of whiskey.
Yeah, you're right. We need to give her some Everclear.
No, we're trying to fly the ship, not crash it.
Yeah, that's true.
But the crew there will basically say they will be able to get it ready to... we'll be able to get it ready for you, even if the captain is not as ready as it sounds like she might be. But the ship will be ready to go.
Good.
I suppose we should tell the council, or at least the general, what our plans are. So we're not just nipping them around.
I don't believe that's necessary. We're
Yeah.
gonna have to take full dealing with the humans for several weeks in the coming future.
Yeah, and do you really want the Duchess to know that we're going to do our own thing? To where, you know, while we're gone, she could probably cause some sort of riot or incite the fight to start?
I don't believe she would be that foolish.
Yeah. Despite your paranoia about what the Duchess may or may not have done, she has so far played ball with the other council members.
because the other council members were there at the meeting. Because remember how she kept chomping at the brittle for the war to start in our meetings with her.
To do so now would be an act of treason. I don't believe she's that foolish.
Fair to say.
And she's more the type to root out corruption and not start it.
Come, Bird. We have some worshipping to do.
Quite so. After you.
Alright, so it sounds like that's most of everything, other than setting off. And obviously you guys wanting to pay your respects at the Nightmare Temple.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna head to the temple myself and see if Scribe is still awake.
Wishful pen?
No, Scribe. I think it was a little dragon
Yeah.
folk from my temple.
No, Scribe was left behind to look after
okay. That's right. Then what? Someone I know from the temple.
Yes, I know who you mean. I am trying to remember names. Actually, oh no, it's in your background thing, which didn't pass over, did it? Let me double check.
Wasn't he backing everything down?
Scribe was, but the older person who was in charge of the temple came up here with a few of the others. So it will be him that you will go to talk to. I'm looking up his name, but you better, if we do you wanting to talk to him to start with, Alexandrite, as you better do that sooner rather than them two doing their worship, because that doesn't happen too much later.
I just want like a message left behind that we've gone to take out the airship, and not to like freak out or anything about that. Just
oh, so you're just sort of leaving it with them that you're taking the airship?
yeah. That's all I wanted to do, because I want some message of being like, hey, we're just going to take this and start trying to work on our way of strengthening the Empire. Sorry for the rush. Would have told you sooner, but it kind of just came up.
Alright, so
et cetera.
What is your kind of your exact message?
Alright, exact message. Okay. Alexandrite and Co. have taken the airship, going to see the dwarves, work on fixing the train system to help strengthen the Empire. We'll be back soon.
Okay.
What time of night is that? What time is it right now in game?
It is coming up to 7 o'clock in the evening. You would have spoken to Commander Whitecloak.
Okay, that works.
I think Nightshine would go to the temple, see if he can meet anyone important while he waits.
There's a few people around who's considered important. I mean, you've got Still there, who's still just standing around. You can go into any of the temples and see if there's anyone in particular you can grab hold of.
Any chance I see Crystal Heart in there?
No, you would not see Crystal Heart in there. Or at least not at this moment in time, anyway.
Well, he may show up as Nightshine doesn't have anything to do, so he's just gonna wait.
Woohoo! Alright. Alex, once you've done your message, anything else, or you're just going to wait for the others?
No, I'll just wait on the ship with Lightning.
Okie dokie. So, not much will happen until obviously when it gets to midnight, when the nightmare sermon will begin, and people will start coming into the temple for the nightmare one. This will be when you will see Crystal Heart Nightshine coming in and heading
Haha.
into the nightmare wing.
Does he look busy?
No, I mean he looks like he's come for worship basically.
I gotta go bother him.
All right, you have your moment to bother him before things get going.
Hello.
He looks at you and he gives you a nod and goes, "Yes."
I don't think Milk ever told you my name, did he?
It has not come up in conversations. Do you have a message from him?
No, I actually wanted to talk with you for myself.
I see. And what is it you wish to discuss?
I just want to say that I think we'll be dealing with each other a lot from now on. So I hope we can do it in good terms, and that's all.
I see. Well, as long as you are as good as Milk Thistle, then we'll have no issues.
You became friends with him quite quickly, didn't you?
Our relationship is not of any importance to you, I feel. If he has not shared details, then you do not need to know.
I guess not. Oh well, I'll see you around. I'm just gonna leave him.
And up to this moment, Milk Thistle would have been busy helping out with the temple, doing the usual temple duties, trimming the candles, polishing the pews, refilling the water basins, etc.
No, that's fine. Um,
But he will want to speak with Midnight Vision before we leave.
okay, you would actually have a chance to speak to Midnight Vision before the ceremony begins and everything else. So,
Alright. And Milk Thistle would invite Burns along with him.
Bird would accept the invitation, so we'll join him.
And Milk Thistle will give his usual bow and politely ask to speak privately.
he will take you to one of the private rooms so that you all can speak.
Milk Thistle will sit down.
Bird
High
needs to
Priest?
sit as well.
High Priest, we have grand news. We have managed to forgo the current battle with the human army. We've managed to convince them to annex our eastern territories while still establishing a solid border between the two of us. We had originally offered them a rather indistinct line, but they chose to draw the line following the topographical features. We will have our territories west of Yilsing, Suntears, and Mene's Reach, down to Silver Dream. This will give us an opportunity to build up our army over the next decade. We also have stone that will be coming in from Galloping Dam, so we can also fortify our defenses in other territories.
Well, I suppose our next port of call is to try and unite everybody under a single banner. It would be good to have one pony lead us, but I suppose we will see what comes our way. As it sounds like there is still a council.
Currently there is, but as it stands, Crystal Heart has taken initiative on proposing the annexation. He has also also showing a great deal of spine when it comes to confronting the council members. He's well on his way.
This is true, but it is there is still a difficult path for there to be one voice rather than multiple.
Yes, we all must walk down this difficult path at one point or another, no? It is a challenge that must be overcome.
But I get a sense that your journey is taking you elsewhere.
Yes, we intend to get the railroad back online. The train's engineering is far beyond what we're capable of, so we intend to go and speak to the dwarves. I have no idea what our relationship with the dwarves is currently, or if we'll even be welcome, but we're going to need their help if the railroad is to be activated again.
Well, it was once quite a strong relationship, but when the Queen passed, they very much retreated back into their mountains. Very few of them remained out, but I am unsure of exactly their mindset at this point.
Do we know anything about the leader of the dwarves, by chance?
Dwarfs are long-lived, so it's possible that it is the same person, but I do not know of her name, if it is her. That still leads them.
Well, what can we be expecting from dwarves? I've never encountered them in my travels.
Well, with dwarfs, I can't say I would know what they are, how they would be greeting you, but from the little interaction I have had of dwarfs, they seem to be quite a proud and proud folk, and pride them on their crafting abilities, as well as their smith work. I suppose as long as you don't see anything to insult them, they are likely to be somewhat welcome.
So appeal to their sense of pride. That can be done.
But they are brave, but they are also stubborn. So that will probably be the more difficult thing you will find. Will be how stubborn they actually are.
Would they be more welcoming if we brought them a gift?
Most certainly. That is how many diplomats used to do it in the past, I believe. You come with gifts.
Let's see.
I'm unsure of what to offer them.
Fern sort of looks at his armor for a moment and says, I think I might know. I'm not gonna give it up, but maybe we could allow them to study my armor for a few days.
It is unlikely that it would be a suitable gift, as a gift is something you give, not let them look at and then take away.
True. Let's see. What is there that I can... Let me just open up my inventory.
While he's looking at that, Milk will take on a somber tone. There was a brief moment of betrayal right before the meeting, High Priest.
Betrayal.
I had almost feared that the paladin traveling with me was going to become my enemy. I had confided in him when it was forced to do so. He took word of our plans to the rival counselor, Duchess Lilypad, and informed her that she was going to be pulled away from the meeting. So she arrived for it, and he was standing by her side, working for her. Thankfully, the plans that were set in motion were far beyond his reach, so he didn't disrupt anything, but the intent was there, and I'm unsure of how to handle him now.
That is quite concerning. I'd be cautious of what information is passed directly to him until he can prove himself that he's a loyal subject. But it is likely that he might not be able to be trusted again, or at least expected to behave like a worshipper of the Sun Queen.
And in regards to trust, the wizard that travels with us, Nightshine, he is actually shown to be tremendously trustworthy. He knows how to keep a secret, but he's also been seeking them out. He knows more than he lets on. If he were to arrive, we should be cautious around him, but I don't believe he's a direct threat to our cause. I've invited him to convert because he's interested in the secrets that we keep here at the Nightmare Temple, but he doesn't have any interest in that.
It sounds like he sounds like a follower of Princess Luminance, seeking out information and learning what they can. Though he does seem to lack the friendship quality, as they tend to share and speak openly about what they find. Most interesting. It is possible he might even be a follower of Kara, gathering secrets and keeping them to himself.
Bilthitzel will rub his nose. It's like, well, he certainly tries to be friendly. He's a little too touchy-feely for my taste, but that doesn't hinder him.
Don't think he would be a follower of Kara, at least not from what I can tell. It's a possibility, but at the same time, there's nothing concrete.
Her agents are often those that you least expect, at least those that are undercover. If they want you to know that they are a follower of hers, you will generally know, but if they do not wish you to, then it is difficult to tell at times.
Well, if he is a follower of Kara, he conceals it well. He's shown very open disdain for the Kara Temple, since they are the ones who cursed his wife. He's still looking for the means to cure her.
Well, that bodes a strong possibility that he works against them, but he might be working for them as to earn payment or the knowledge how to cure his wife. Tread carefully with him. He clearly keeps his secrets close. I would suggest gain something over him. That way you can have better control. That way you can ensure trust.
Bilthitzel will scratch his beard and nod. What is our relationship with the Kara Temple? I've never had any personal run-ins with them. Are we rivals, or do we work well together?
Our rivals are the deities of the sun. The other deities, that of the one of chaos and knowledge and love, they are neutral to us. Though the rivalry we share with the sun temples is not is a rivalry between comrades, I would say. There is no open hostility between the temples. We work as a unison, or We work as a pantheon, I should say. Though, if there are any of those that are working towards the goals of their deity, and should they cross, then there is no reason why there won't be hostilities in those moments.
The Karin Temple has been very curious to me for a while because they are the only ones that have an entire wing of the temple to themselves. And when I was traveling with Nightshine into the Karin Temple, we briefly looked around and we noticed that one of the stained glass windows had been altered. Part of the paint was fresher than the original, so something had changed in there. And I'm wondering if it once shared if the entire wing was once shared with another god like the others are here.
I'm not aware of any other deity that has any links with love, and the temples do sometimes enjoy a facelift or two. It's possible that some alterations were made at certain points in the past, but I could not say for sure.
It's just been something that's itching the back of my mind.
Then I can only suggest you explore that itch and see if it takes you any further. If you find nothing, then you only have lost time and gained more knowledge in that there was nothing to seek. But if you do find something, then, well, who knows what you might uncover.
Well, in the meantime, we will be traveling south. We intend to take the airship tonight as soon as the sermon is over, and we'll be traveling south to Galloping Dam to speak with the mayors there. We believe they have, out of character, I'm actually drawing a blank on this one. Why are we traveling to the Southern Mayor?
We think that they have a magic stone for animals.
That's right. So Milk Thistle will cough clear through. We believe one of the mayors, the Southern Mayor, has a stone that will activate the portal map here in Milton Town, the neutral map. We're going to go speak to him and see if we can find the location of the other former students and their heirs.
Well, I wish you luck on your journey then, and hopefully the nightmare will guide you upon your path. But do not expect her aid, only expect her watchful eye to ensure you do not fail.
Alright. Are there any missions or objectives the Nightmare Temple has for me in the meantime?
You have done much already, Milk Vessel. There is none outside of this city that I can give you at this moment, as we know far too little of the outside world. But all I can ask is you see about spreading the word of the nightmare where you go. You might not earn many followers, but you might gain a few ears.
I will set the example we should follow. Before we go, High Priest, and Milk Thistle will begin speaking in Infernal. How is our guest?
I want to check, are you referring to...
No one else in the party is aware of that guest, so yes, probably.
Okay. They were difficult, but they're comfortable.
The demon is still at large. Have they provided any information that we can use at this time?
As far as we can tell, they likely knew very little. But we are still checking. They were no more than a mere pawn, a small piece in a very large puzzle.
Very well. Do you have anything for us, Midnight Vision, before we leave?
I have nothing new to bring to you. Unless you wish any more wisdom from me, there is little more that I can give you.
With that, Milkfist will stand up and he'll give the exutory greeting. Darkness cover you, fear protect you.
Bird will get up as well, and he'll give a respectful bow. And he'll say, well, I do hope that he'll give the words are tough.
Mm-hmm.
He'll give the greeting as well before he leaves.
Well, the more the goodbye
Yeah,
rather than greeting.
Yeah, sorry.
That is fine. He will return it to each of you, and say, "I will see you tonight at the ceremony."
And Milk will be up front with his book of dreams opened up. And if anybody should require any assistance, he'll assist them with interpreting their dreams.
All right. With that, most of the evening and the ceremony will go uneventfully. Though, Milk Thistle, you will have Crystal Heart, who will speak to you at the end of the ceremony. And during the ceremony, you might have one or two people who ask you to interpret dreams, but they wouldn't be anything too dramatic or anything that really stands out to you as anything other than just dreams that need interpreting.
Good
So,
to go.
but with Crystal Heart, he will approach you and he will inform you that it appears you're one of your party members. He gives a description of Nightshine. He seems to have shown interest in what you've been up to. He knows little, or at least I have not shared anything with him, but he seems to be inquiring things.
Nightshine is very inquisitive and very interested in the way things are going. He is a close friend of mine, and I do trust him. But I've also explained to him that there are some things that cannot be shared with him.
Well, he does seem to be looking to gain knowledge elsewhere. So be careful where he pokes his nose. You never know what he might come out with.
Was that all, my lord?
That is all. I merely wish to inform you that he was inquiring about things.
Very well. I will be leaving the city tonight, and I will likely be gone for a long time. Just remember to seek out the wisdom of the Nightmare Temple. Show courage in the face of fear, and only show fear to the Nightmare herself. Things are changing quickly, and you have the ability to leave it if you wish.
Well, it saddens me to hear that you are leaving us, but I understand if the nightmare pulls you in other directions. Do not worry what will go on here. We will. I will ensure that we keep on course, and as long as there's two of us against one, we at least hold the power. Should when the time will come to bring in another council member, that will be when it proves interesting. I will have to see if I can find a candidate who will be more to our way of thinking rather than the Duchess.
In the meantime, so long as you argue the well-being of the people, Lord Skystriker will likely side with you.
Yes, I did gauge that from him. He does seem to be very much for the people, or what would be the best for them.
My lord, before we leave, do you have any knowledge of the dwarves?
Dwarfs.
Yes, the railroad is currently out of commission because of the engines. Their engineering is beyond us, and we intend to go to the dwarves to see if they can repair them.
I'm afraid I've never met one. They're small people, aren't they?
I've met one other dwarf in Cerulean times, and he did seem to be of much shorter stature, but very broad across the shoulders.
Yeah, okay. I know there's a small gnome community in the city, so but if that doesn't sound like a dwarf, so it's unlikely they are within the city anymore.
Well, we used to have good relations with the dwarves before. We intend to make that so again.
Well, do extend my my greetings to them.
I will. Well, with the sermon done, we must be on our way, my lord. Darkness cover you, fear protect you. And no thistle will give up a light bell.
Oh, one thing comes to mind. I believe they enjoy strong alcohol. As one of the strongest drinks you can get, I believe, is Dwarven Maid.
I will bear that in mind. And with the bow already delivered, he'll return to the ship.
Okie dokie.
Man, the one time my craft brew or craft alcohol would come in handy, but it takes too long to do.
We have some time before we reach the dwarves.
Yeah, but it normally takes what, a month to brew?
Okay, yeah, we probably don't have a month.
At least I don't think. I'm not entirely sure.
That sounds like a Google question. Alright. So you guys will make your way to the vessel. Nightshine, I'm guessing you're following after them?
I should go to their ship right now, yeah.
Yeah, okay. No, that's fine. Did you stay for the nightmare sermon, or did you just leave for the ship once you talked to Crystal Heart?
I would probably hang around the temple but not go there, and then go there. Then I would go to the ship.
No, that's fine. While hanging around, you just notice most people coming in for the Nightwing side of things. Other than that, the temple is fairly quiet for the most part. So, not too much for you to really spot. Alright. Getting on the ship. It, as far as you can tell, it looks like it's ready to set sail. The crew that you kind of hired to run the ship have got everything ready to set off. The captain is singing loudly and clearly has swigging from a bottle as you all enter, basically.
Alright, so I just looked up how long it takes, and it's about 2 to 10 days, so we could feasibly do it.
Probably wouldn't be strong though.
I mean, you know, a gift is a gift. Didn't do
Yeah,
my best
you
to
want
make
it to
it
be
strong.
you want it to be an excellent gift.
Yeah.
Like, can you make strong alcohol in that amount of time?
Let me see, what is my craft skill? Skills, background. Let's see, my craft alcohol is at +7. So if I roll well enough, then yeah, I can.
That's just you making alcohol, not necessarily strong alcohol.
I mean, true. If I have the right ingredients, I can.
Why don't we just offer a trade for one of our captain's barrels?
Do you say that within earshot of her?
If we're talking about alcohol, like, might as well.
Captain, how strong is your personal store of alcohol?
She kind of calls out, I thought you bought most of it.
Did we?
I'm sure you bribed her with alcohol.
Yeah.
I mean, we paid her. I don't remember if we bribed her, though. Milkfistle didn't bribe her.
I know.
Bird said,
I think.
what bird? Sorry.
I think when you first you purchased. She was given a lot of alcohol.
That's how we convinced her to fly with us.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, how strong is the alcohol we got her?
I think it was pretty standard stuff, to be honest. Alex, I know, and Nightshine, you can both roll me an intelligence test.
For what? I was distracted, sorry.
This is for remembering stuff, because it's something you have come across in the campaign, but I'm guessing you haven't remembered. So I'm giving you a chance.
What are we trying to remember?
Something to do with strong alcohol.
Like, how strong is the alcohol we got Captain Swiftgear?
I'm pretty sure it's not that strong. It was pretty standard alcohol. It was just something you could buy a lot of.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, I think we went for quality over quantity. Or quantity over quality.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we gotta start making Everclear then.
But no, the pair of you, Alex and Nightshine, you can make an intelligence check to remember something.
Is it mine?
No, you don't have to make it blind. You're either going to remember or not, so...
Okay, well, it didn't. Yeah, anyway, so.
Is it the alcohol in Prisma?
Hey, you didn't even need to make a check.
I am smart.
Hey,
Hey,
But Alex, you would also remember the, I think it was called Fairy Cider in Prisma. That
Sorry,
was...
cider. Don't believe it's that strong.
It was made by the Flutter Ponies, and what was the info you got from it? Oh, God, it was a while ago. Too far. Not far enough. So I can see fairy cider. Yes, it is fairy cider. It is. It was a very powerful drink. They had a special, a particular apple, and they prepared it in a method that you are not sure about, but it definitely made it a lot more highly potent than normal.
Okay, so it is strong. Huh?
Yes.
All right, Captain. If we may, my friend here can brew alcohol, but we might need to borrow a keg of your cider. Would that be an all right trade if we use his services to repay you that?
I've got an empty one down there you can use.
Oh,
But we need a full one. That's the thing.
I just wait. It's too late now.
Full?
Too late to remember stuff.
You can always remember stuff. If you remember it, then you remember it.
No, I mean, it does Lord Sky Striker look anything alike with Doom Rider?
Look anything like them? No,
Yeah.
they don't share any family resemblance.
Okay.
Probably a twist, like, oh, we accidentally killed your son.
Yeah.
Well, not accidentally, but we didn't know it was your son.
Oh, we killed your twin brother. Sorry about that.
You probably would have learnt that Lord Skystriker is actually a bachelor, Nightshine.
Yeah. I was thinking more like he's my second degree cousin.
Well, as far as you
Never know.
as far as you're aware, there did not seem to be any family resemblance.
Okay.
The captain goes, "Why do you need a full one?"
Because we need a gift for the dwarves to help move things along.
She squints at you. Squints hard. You're gonna have to buy me 2 more to replace it.
I'll be able to make you 2 more in the amount of time.
It's settled then. In the meantime, Captain, you're on salary. Let's get this ship off the water.
I'm a water? I'm a salad?
You're on
No.
salary. Let's go.
We're ready to move.
Yeah.
She starts like prodding at the control panel. You feel sort of the odd sort of vibration that the ship gives, and as it begins to lift out of the water, giving your stomach a little bit of a lurch. As it lifts up, it obviously starts to turn around in the direction of. Don't know if you told her where you were going.
No offense on what have. We are going to galloping down.
Alright, she points it in that rough direction. And with a few buttons pressed, the ship starts moving off in that vague direction.
Alright, so Bird is gonna get to work on replacing the alcohol, and he's gonna start doing some crafting.
So, with the craft, I actually need that at the end rather than the beginning of your crafting.
Alright, my
Because
bad.
you don't know if you've done well until you finish.
Alright,
And that's when you find out.
yeah.
So, do you have the facilities to make alcohol on you?
On me, no. I don't know if there's facilities inside of the ship or not.
No.
Um,
There is.
Don't carry a pill on your back? What?
Yeah, no, the ship doesn't have that sort of. It doesn't have hops or anything you would expect to make. There is a laboratory in the engineering room, but it's not there for making alcohol. You could definitely use it to make like potentially alchemical stuff.
Yeah.
Well,
I
we're
mean,
heading to the dwarf city. I think we'll be all right to just buy some alcohol.
yeah, true. I was gonna say, oh, you mean the bathroom? Well, time to make toilet wine. No, thank you.
Not that type of laboratory.
Where's it gone?
Yeah, we'll just buy 2 kegs when we come back.
Yeah. How much was that stuff anyway?
What stuff?
The fairy cider.
I don't think you've got any of it. As like I said, I think you purchased sort of cheap stuff for the captain when you were in Silver Dream. So no one has any of this fairy cider.
Oh yeah, that's why we're going to get some from the captain to trade for the dwarves.
Fair enough.
And we're going to get 2 kegs from when we're actually in the city for them to bring back to the captain.
You are heading towards galloping down. There, words. I'm just looking for the airship map. Here we go. Activate. Oh, I need to remove this thing. It ruined my cannons.
No, not the cannons.
Why is it giving them exclamation marks? Why are the cannons not working? Oh, alright, let me just fix my cannons quickly. But yes, you guys will be on the. Actually, I need to get rid of some stuff before I fix the cannons. So there it is. There is no steel on here. Is there a queen steel? There's no guard. You can go. I think I've got all everyone's.
I'm glad we got rid of the big fuck you bomb.
Yeah. Speaking of steel, nobody said goodbye to him.
I know, how sad.
We all have a chance to. We're all in temple.
Well, we didn't think about it, so.
Let me just delete people who have old icons and give them their new ones.
Steel wasn't important enough to remember.
No, no one.
Fuck him. What has he done for us lately?
It's me, Sunshine.
Okay, it's not giving me the new one.
It's just a token image.
I did. I've done it multiple times and it's still not done it.
Did you click on update?
I thought I did. Right. Let's see. Nice. There's that. Actually, right. I think I know where I haven't done it. I need to do it here, don't I? Nightshine. Duh. Needs to be that one. Select. Update token. Well, I didn't update. Let's just delete you and drag you back in. Delete you and drag you back in. There we go. Fixed.
Yay!
got any random extra people who shouldn't be here. You got the mule. Got all of you guys, Captain. There is the crew. I'm not going to throw them all in at the moment. Oh, I suppose we should actually remember Burnt has this little guy.
Oh yeah,
Alright,
I can.
Yeah, the animal that doesn't really find me as subtle because I barely use him.
Your camel that you never bring on your adventures anymore.
Yeah.
It just has like a sad little look on its face, lifts the head.
Maybe we could give the camel as a gift to the dwarves. We'll have a barbecue.
I mean, it has water for days. So,
Oh, damn.
oh god.
You guys can. You should be able to walk down the stairs, and it will teleport you downstairs. You don't need me to move you if you decide to go downstairs.
Nice.
Nice.
Hey.
And now everyone's jumping up and down the stairs.
I mean,
It'll work.
yeah, what can we say? If you build it, they will come.
Who's the deer head?
That is
The robot.
the robot. Yeah.
Oh yeah, the one that keeps giving us hugs.
The three other ones here are also deer robots as well.
Oh, that's right. We collected like 2 or 3 of them, I think.
When?
It was a while back.
You defeated a load of them and you kind of just shoved them on the ship.
Yeah, we were planning on doing more with them, but you know, that doesn't really.
Are they operational?
No, they're in pieces because you broke them.
Okay. What's behind this door over here? Alright, over the pieces.
Oh,
This door is not within Thistle's reach.
When you
That's the locked door that Captain hasn't let us see before.
I believe if you click on it, it makes the "I'm locked" noise.
Not making noise, only giving me an error.
yeah,
Oh, okay.
Same.
Well, it's locked. I can see the padlock symbol on my screen at least. But anyway.
So we do still have to worry about the one room that we encountered in the sewers. My plan for him, if we ever come across him again, is capturing him and getting him to spill everything that he knows.
How do you plan on doing that?
Sensory deprivation. That, confining them to a small, isolated room with little no contact with other people, taking food and water in once a day, and, I know the term, but it's not kind of in my mind.
Also, what's Burns' alignment again?
Lawful neutral now.
Like, is torture very unlawful?
To be fair, Chaos Knight. And isn't so much, it's kind of hard to explain, but the one thing that I can do, because being a Chaos Knight, you kind of have to see both it's like, you kind of have to see both sides of the spectrum when you're a Chaos Knight. Sometimes you have to be evil, sometimes you have to be good, you know. It's like the character himself hasn't changed much, so...
And yes, torture is absolutely a lawful thing to do.
Yeah, I mean it's an evil thing for definite, but there's nothing chaotic about it as far as I can tell when it comes to torture.
I mean, we could get a whole debate about that, but let's wait until after game.
Yeah.
Alright.
Alright. So you guys are free to sort of roam around and do as you wish. As the ship is slowly sort of piloted over the darkness. You
Looks like we'll take a 2-hour nap.
Yeah. You'll probably find that the captain will fly for a little bit, and then she's going to go to bed because there's only so much night that she will actually be willing to fly for.
As long as we're outside of the city.
Yeah. You probably would be by this point.
Birdie's gonna approach Alexandra and just go, well, can I get you to help me out with something? It's gonna seem a little bit odd, but it's part of my tenants, and it will help me out if we have to capture anyone.
Alright. He's gonna raise an eyebrow.
Bird is gonna lay down on his belly. He's gonna show Alexandrite his chains, and he goes, I want you to let me double check this, because it's a tenant specifically for my order.
I mean, I was wondering where this was going to go for a minute.
Yep, I was like, whoa! My wife right in the other room.
He says, I need you to crush my limbs with Titan chains.
It's exactly what we thought it was.
Alright.
Yeah, no, this is basically what it is, for being order of chain.
Alright, I guess I'll grab the chains and pull on them.
Yeah, it's however you want to crush them with the Titan chains, like, this is
Step on me!
Huh?
Step on me, I'm worthless.
I mean, I'm still trying to get over the fact that he said he laid on his belly and showed you his, and then it can't.
Oh.
Sorry.
No, it's fine.
It's that kind of question today.
Yeah, it was just where it was going. I'm like, what? But I think I'm over it now.
Yeah. So he as his limbs are being crushed by the chains, he keeps his mouth shut tightly, and I don't think this does damage, because I know there are certain ones that do. And he's basically reciting all the tenants one by one. And once that ends, he gets the +2 bonus on combat maneuver checks. And I think this is a once-a-day deal.
Well, I'm glad I could help you with that. I mean, it doesn't give me any pleasure to hurt you in such a way.
It takes 10 minutes and it deals 1d4 points of non-lethal damage.
Alright, let me roll that before. Wow. Alright, so let's see. Alright, and he gets up and he gives a nod before he takes the chains back. I know it is part of my Chaos Knight order now. I chose this path and, I can't go back.
And
Thank you, brother.
may be finding that you're doing that an awful lot.
Yep.
I got you, brother.
We're gonna face the demon and punch it in the face forever.
Alright, so your tenants are, I will remove those who create barriers to the people's future's greatness. My desires are secondary to the good of my order, my nation and my people. They do not distract me from my task. I will remove the foe. I will remove the foes of the people, both those who call themselves enemies and those who call themselves friends. My quarry and my captives are my charge. I am responsible for their deeds, their lives, and their deaths. Those in my charge deserve neither mercy nor cruelty. I will warden first and judge second. I will uphold the law no matter the cost. I think your tenants are probably against torture.
Yeah. Well, for the most part.
No, for I would say I'm looking at this. If you take somebody captive, you are responsible for their well-being.
Yeah.
Yeah. Those in my charge deserve neither mercy nor cruelty.
Yeah.
Well,
So
not necessarily. You know, my quarry and my captives are my charges. I'm responsible for their deeds, their lives, and their deaths.
yeah.
So just take responsibility for torturing them to death.
Yeah.
Well, that's more. You are responsible if they die through accidents, or should you give their final judgment?
But if they don't deserve mercy, maybe you can't torture them for good reasons.
I mean, as long as they're not your quarry.
Yeah. Well. Yeah.
I think we have two party members liking to do torture now.
Yeah, I'm just like, man, I'm feeling like the odd man out here with my lawful good paladin.
I know.
All right. So you guys are going to get me flying across Everglow. I need to have a look, see how long you guys are going to take to get to your destination. Oh,
Do y'all think we should fly over the Forest of Dreams to verify the location of the train, or should we just go straight to Galloping Dam first?
I think verifying the location of the train sounds like a better idea. That way we can know right where it's at.
so you will be able to see the train track, and you can follow that kind of south from your position if you want to. South
Yeah,
westish.
I'll only do like a small detour, like follow the train.
Yeah.
Actually, probably not even a detour. Like,
There's a little bit of one. Alright. Like I said, you got the first sort of getting away only gets you just sort of away from the city before obviously the captain goes to bed, but obviously in the morning you will set off on your proper journey, where I assume you will then instruct her to follow the train tracks towards the through the Forest of Dreams, basically.
mm-hmm.
Okie dokie. Somebody roll me D100.
Alright, any volunteers, or should I just do it?
You. Oh.
We got two people doing it.
That's fine. Well, you're on the airship, so you have a very low chance of an encounter anyway. So, as you get to the boundaries of the Forest of Dreams, the tree canopy itself is very thick. So flying over it, it will be very difficult to see below, as the trains do go, the train track does go into the Forest of Dreams, but the trees obviously are growing at sort of an angle and cover it as it goes through there.
Doesn't seem like people have any luck finding it from above. Yeah.
Well, the army said that the train engine was found just on the other side of the forest trees. So we should just need to follow the tracks to the opening of the forest here, and we'll be able to locate the engine.
Yeah. The only downside is you don't know the exact path of the tracks through the forest. Because you can't see it.
Well, then we can just fly in this direction and look at the tracks when we get to the other side.
Alright, that sounds reasonable. Alright,
Yeah, do we actually have a road map that we actually travel in?
I am. Okay. Now, I'll ping you. Now, I have a bad feeling the fog of war has reset on you guys. Oh, no, you haven't even
I'm
moved.
sure that.
Hold on, I'm waiting for you guys to move over.
Yeah. It's a big map.
I did forget that.
He's beeping.
Does it look like it's actually loading a new map for you guys?
We've reached 100%, or at least I have, and it's still gray right now, so.
Hmm. Try refreshing?
Sam.
Maybe we need to refresh?
Yeah, give it a quick refresh, see what happens.
There we go, it's loaded.
Oh,
Okay, well, I refreshed it already, so I'm waiting.
Ah, you refreshed too soon.
come on then.
Alright, well, I'm going to go to the washroom quickly while you're going to loading.
Yeah. But yeah, to re-give you the fog of war, I need you guys on the map to reveal it.
I'm still looking at a gray screen. Oh, there we go. There is a single line revealed. Everything else is covered up with.
Yeah. So I will
I
pop.
see it now.
Cool. I'll wait for Nightshine to get back on here.
It's going to take a while.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, because it usually takes a while with me.
Ah, fair enough.
But you don't need to wait.
Alright, so you guys are going. Oh, okay. You guys are heading this way. Oh god. Okay, so you guys went 1 hex away, and then now you're going to go ten hexes this way. So
Did we at least screen cap the reveal portions of the map the last time we were on it?
actually, that's a good point. I think I screen capped it a little while ago, but it depends if I still have the image. That's the reveal. Oh, that's all plugging in. Map. World map? No. Okay, let's go to the bottom there. Alright, that's all the PDF documents, right. That's the bomb, that's its effects. That's the goggles. Oh, that's that. That's the city maps. Oh, there's those. Not. Okay, so it's not there. Let me have a quick look in one other folder, and if it's not there, then we have to do it from memory. So, what am I doing? I am clicking on Pathfinder Resources, Map Folder, World Map. No, it does not look like I have one. Alright, not the end of the world, but I'm just going to move you guys when I can remember the button to... here we go. So you guys will go 10 hexes to there. Oh, okay. But, so you go into... I'm just going to actually uncover the whole line you just took and then go... hexes. There we go. Do you want me to reveal everything you should be aware of?
Please.
Alright. So I'm going to pop you over here, and then I'm going to move around here a little bit. Okay, so you guys have definitely been on there. You have gone down here.
Oh yeah, we walked that trail.
You guys have gone... You went along the river path, didn't you?
Yes, in fact, I think from... What's that territory east of Galloping Dam, Trotting Water?
East, never. Yeah, Trotting Water. Did you guys go to Trotting Water? Because I don't remember you going there. Oh yes, you did, because of the... you did, because of... you went into the place where you met Burnt's master. There we go. And then you went across the river, then you went up here, I believe, where you would have found the one of the things that has moved when I find it. Let me just bring in the stone circle, which is roughly about there-ish. You would also know about this path. Alright.
There's also the path that Alexandrite and Ember took when they took the ship. And then Nightshine and Milk Pistol had to go through the woods alone to try to track down the heroes who would come back and train the militia.
Yeah, you have been here. to Cerulean Tide, so I'm just going to jump you to that on the map. You have also been to Maymane's Reach. Do I have Steele's house on the map? What's that one? That's that. I don't believe I had. Get that. I don't believe I've got Steele's house here, but I will leave that be for the time being. Oh, that's something else. I'll pop there. Right. I'll do the path that you guys took. Oh, took to from Caddiston to roadway. So oh, Mudville is somewhere in here.
Yeah, we went from Caston to Silver Dream, I believe.
Yep.
Yeah.
Do I? Do I?
Up to. I think we went up to Troz, then we went to Village of Shannon.
Yeah. Okay. Let me just do the rest of this. So you basically kind of Silver Dream. You kind of went up the river. You've definitely gone around here, this sort of thing. Then you kind of went up here.
I've always been to Delbeck and the desert.
Yeah, I was just going to do the Vex stuff, so because I think you went from Caddiston south to Blavec.
Yeah.
Then from Blavec you went through here into this area here. You then travelled through to here, and then when you were in the desert, did you head straight north, didn't you?
Yeah, because I think we actually got lost and just wound up north.
Okay.
Quote unquote lost.
Yeah, so we'll just do that. There we go. Right, let me just. Oh, that. Has it revealed it for you guys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, good. Because I just toggled off my my site on the token, and I just looked at it and go, I didn't see anything I've just uncovered for you. Great. But it's worked for you. That's the main thing. All right. Is there anything else you feel you should be seeing?
Out in the ocean when we traveled for those 2 days because
Oh yeah.
we went pirate shopping.
Okay.
Do we have a place where we found the ruminant technology?
Oh, that's right.
I will do that reveal first. I'm just going to do the ocean stuff. So you guys are kind of out this way, and we'll come back in.
And 2 days worth of travel out there.
Yeah. Well, you're sort of going sort of slow ship stuff, so we're going to go here. Back to reveal. Right, so you guys kind of had to go sort of up to here-ish.
I wonder if we will ever finish those pirates we promised.
We're gonna get around to it. I think right now we need to deal with the train first and foremost.
Okay, let's throw in some ruins. Yeah, ruins. There we go.
I mean, I suppose we could.
Alright, so.
I mean, it is a good idea for us to keep our promises.
Alright, any other locations? Oh, you guys have been to Stone Brews. And I think you walked from Stone Brews to Arcissus, didn't you?
I
I think you did. Well, you have now. Alright, any other places you feel that you guys should have on the map?
Do we have Silver Dreams yet?
Can you see Silver Dream?
I had to load out because it was flashing on my
Yeah, we have Silver Dream, I think.
Well, no. Can you see it on the map? Because I know you've. I know you will have Silver Dream, but I'm just saying. Is it revealed? It should be here.
Oh, okay. It's only like the very icon.
Yeah, that's fine. That's all you would. You would just see the marker saying Silver Dream, rather than any of the additional stuff at this point.
All right. Well, I think that's good then.
Awesome. Oh, there's Silver Dream. Yeah. And I'll have to fix this map at some point. Alright, anyway, so let's go here, and then you guys would go. Then you guys will have 10 hexes of travel with the ship. So the Forest of Dreams is very long, and after 4 days of full days of travel, as the sun is starting to get low in the sky, you can just about make out the edge of the forest. Probably about another six-ish miles ahead of you. But the captain is starting to get tired.
Of course she is.
Alright, I guess we'll rest here for tonight.
Yep.
Alrighty. We're about to dawn on the next day. Oh no, on the next day. Yep. Alright, we have scattering clouds and but mostly clear today. What the fuck was that?
I'm guessing that non-lethal damage heals over time.
Yes, but if you want to do it each day, you deal an additional 1d4 points of non-lethal damage each day.
Alright, you know what? How many days have we been out here?
This will be the beginning of your second day.
Alright, yeah, I'll do it once again. Because we don't ever know if we're going to need to chase someone down or not.
Well, it won't accumulate because you will heal your non-lethal damage after you rest. So.
Yeah.
Alright. Alright, so the next day you guys are obviously looking out for the train. So, people can roll me perception. Make sure you don't miss it.
Mine?
So,
I imagine so.
Let's see. Skills.
Does it say I logged into the game?
no it does not.
You are
Yeah,
not.
I'm not being able to connect, so if anything you can roll for me.
Sure.
I have been trying for 10 minutes, I cannot load the page. I don't know why.
Alright.
Oh, I'm supposed to be
You are
flying.
going to do.
No!
I guess it might be this map it doesn't like.
I don't know.
Skills. Oh, for God's sake, Mary. Oh. Cats. Right.
Cats are cats.
Yeah. Normal. There we go, you've rolled.
Hooray!
Now. Alright, so we can close that now. As you are travelling down, you get +2 to find hidden objects. Technically, this is a hidden object. Alright, so as you are flying down, roughly here-ish, you will spot basically over here the what appears to be a derailed train.
Found it. There it is.
Very good.
Well, then
So that takes care of that.
Hmm?
At least that takes care of that.
I'm tempted to go down and take a look at it. It's here in the open, so the ship should be able to land easily enough.
Yeah, it will be able to.
Yeah,
There's a tiny cottage nearby. Who does that belong to?
Well, that one you're not sure of, given the distance. You would have spotted it, but it's right by the train track. That's all you know when you passed it.
Well, we can check it out after we check out the train.
sounds like a very good idea.
Actually, we're here at the train right now. It would probably take a while to go back to the house. Alright, let's check out the train.
Train.
Now,
Do I have my train wreck map? Or have I not loaded it in yet?
Alright, is anyone prepared to suplex the train?
Oh, what was that from? Final Fantasy VI?
Yes.
Yeah.
oh god. It's so funny, you know, that's a thing you actually are able to do in that game.
No, it's the engine.
It was a ghost train too, nonetheless.
Suplexing a ghost train. Chen.
Now, my favorite things in like a game called Ark the Lad was there was one character who had a bow and arrow and he shot up in the air and brought down an airship on an enemy.
Be right back.
Yep,
Alright.
no worries. There's the train piece, I thought I had a map for this.
Sunshine is very happy. He's happy to finally meet a train.
Alright, we might have to use the theatre of the mind for this one.
Theater in mind is always fun, though.
I mean, as long as there's no like planned encounters, I think it'll be good.
Well, the only one that I had pre-put on this one, you guys are far too high level for it. But the army walked by here, so you would have removed, and they would have removed any potential obstacle anyway. All right, we're going to go to Theatre of the Mind. I'm going to get everyone to move over to the player map just so Nightshine might log in. All right. The ship comes down to a landing nearby. What you can make out is there is a engine cart. Let's have a look. I can get up the version of it what I need to. One second, because there is something I do need for info.
In this episode of the End Times, we deal with technical difficulties. Anybody got a good joke?
Nope.
No. All right.
No one has prepared jokes. Oh no.
This is why we have the internet. Nobody needs to remember jokes anymore.
This is also true.
Why don't crabs give to charity?
Why not?
Because they're shellfish.
Oh,
That was terrible. You should feel terrible.
Why does man name his dogs Rolex and Timex?
oh God, I'm gonna hate myself for this. I don't know why.
Because they were watchdogs.
You are too good at that.
What did an evil chicken lay?
Deviled eggs.
What's the best way to watch a fly fishing tournament?
I don't know.
Live
What's-
stream. My wife asked me to sink her phone, so I threw it in the ocean. I don't know why she's mad at me.
I mean, you
Okay,
did.
that one was bad, but it was good.
You did what
Why
she
is
asked.
grass- What's that?
I was just saying. Well, you did what she asked.
Why is grass so dangerous?
Why?
I don't know
Because
why.
it's full of blades.
Oh.
You'll hurry up.
Okay.
Maybe you'll help us?
I'm trying to find the old version. I had to have an idea. Okay, so as far as I can remember, what you come across is an engine, and what seems to be four train carts behind it. It has been derailed, and the engine is upright, but the train carts are laying on their side. They are not connected to each other, so they've been they've disconnected.
Aha.
Must have taken something pretty strong to disconnect them. I think we should go and open up one of the train cars.
I find
Sure.
something.
Let's find out what kind of bugs are living inside of it.
Yeah, nothing could go wrong at all.
Do we just open up like one train cart and then go down the train?
You don't have to go into any particular one because they're no longer connected to each other, so you could actually visit them independently.
Well then, the sensible thing to do is split up and check them all.
Oh, take that one.
Yeah, let's split up here. I'll take the engine.
No, that's the one I said I was going to.
Too bad you didn't specify how it's mine.
Yes, I did say that one.
We're splitting the party, which means we can't team up. You have to pick another one.
No, you
Yeah.
need to go to another one.
Oh my
You have
God,
to use the engine.
kids.
Alright, how about we draw straws?
Yeah.
I just run to the engine.
I take off and like grab your ankle, make you fall so I can get to the engine.
I grab your back.
Okay, we're turning into a Scooby-Doo episode, I see.
Alright, well, while they're fighting for an hour, then they'll move to the engine.
While they're
No.
fighting for it, Berg is just gonna head to one of the He's going to the farthest train car to get some space. He's trying his best not to start laughing as he watches all this shenanigans happen.
Okie dokie. Who wants to go first? Because you decided.
I do, because reach the engine first.
No, I reached the engine first. I rode
Mhm.
first.
Both of you roll athletics.
Because I don't think athletics is a thing in this one.
No, oh shoot, what would
But
that
no,
be?
okay, so, I mean, both of you are squabbling over who gets to the front of the cart first. Only one of
And
you reaches.
out of character, no, Milk Thistle would not be in this way, so
No, that's true.
I tried.
Well, I'm not interested anymore.
Children.
But yes, I went to the engine.
Okay. Going to engine it is.
Yeah, actually, I think Nighttime still has the goggles, so that's probably a good idea.
Yeah.
I do think the goggles would help you.
They, they might be written in Dwarven text.
Oh no.
The,
Who would speak to offer me to party?
I didn't prepare tongues, so not me.
I had it 2 seconds ago thinking it wasn't the right one. Not there. Not. Bear me, guys. I found it, but I looked at it and it was like, no, that's the old version that I want. I don't want. So I closed it, and I'm probably going to have to use the old version. Now I can't find the old version. And I'm pulling up my
Oh
hair.
no, more dead hair. I better tell more jokes. How do you tell the difference between an alligator and a crocodile?
How?
You see one later and one in a while.
Oh god.
That's
What do you call a dog that can do magic?
remarks.
A hot dog.
A labracadabrador.
Scenarios.
I hate the fact that this is actually getting me to smile.
Alright.
I hate the fact that these jokes are doing that.
Okie dokie, found it. Alright, so the engine cart, which is this one. So you guys enter this one.
Do we though?
Well, you okay? So you come up to what appears to be the connecting door. It hangs by one hinge, and does a, and is kind of just like swinging gently in the breeze. No, but it looks dark inside.
Time to make my heart glow.
Your horn is now glowing.
Huzzah.
With the light of your horn, you are able to make out a relatively small room on the other side. You think you can make out a door and a wall deeper in. Not far, only about like 10 feet away from the actual door you're looking through.
I shall go inside.
Alright. This small room has a door in each direction. The room looks horribly covered with the signs of weather getting into it. The very nice carpet that once was here is very much squidgy and horrible. You think there seems to be sort of the remains of like a plaque on the wall, but it's covered with grime and you can't make out the writing on it. There is a door either side of you and directly in front of you. The door in front of you looks very heavy duty. The ones either side look quite solid doors as well, but the one to like the east looks like it's been broken open.
First thing, can I use digitation on the dirt flake?
Um, yeah, it will take you a few minutes to get rid of the layers of dirt, but yeah, you would be able to.
I guess I'll take my minutes.
Uh, so once it's removed, you are able to make out the words in Sylvan, "No passengers permitted."
Oh, I feel compelled to leave now, but I can't. I shall check the door that was broke open.
So you check that door. You can see this room looks surprisingly like covered in some sort of like black dust all over it. There seems to be a very large furnace um, to one of the corners that is obviously not active, and the rest of the room seems to be covered in this sort of like fine black dust.
I shall check one of the doors that's not the toughest door.
So the one sort of not the one with the plaque on it, but the other one opposite this door.
Yeah,
Alright, so you try it. It does seem to be locked.
I have a crowbar.
Alright, roll me a strength test with a +2.
I can't log in.
Okay, try refreshing because I've come off the huge map.
I gonna try again.
Yeah.
It, it's really not working for me. I don't know why.
Who's your internet provider?
Some Brazilian one?
Yeah, it's a local one, I think.
So I say, he can tell you, you probably have no idea who it is.
Yeah, it's like whatever the Brazilian ones are.
It's not even a big one.
Fair enough.
So minutes. But if someone could work for me, I would appreciate it because I don't think I will be able to join today.
No, that's fine. Let me have a look at what your strength is and see if a +2 is even going to help.
It's a zero.
Okay. All right. So you start getting your crowbar in there, and you are struggling to get this sort of iron door open. Milk Thistle, you are in the same vicinity with Nightshine. Uh, would you want to do anything, or just watch him struggle?
Yeah, Milk Thistle came just to point and laugh. No, he didn't. While he's working with that, I'm going to look around the engine. Has there been anyone else around this area besides us recently?
Roll me survival. Um, Looking at that, there are some signs of small animals, but nothing recent.
Okay.
Quick,
If you had to guess, they look like bird prints.
very tiny griffins. Got it.
Yeah, anything of substantial size?
No, nothing of a substantial size.
Okay.
Probably small creatures. If you had to if you had to guess a category.
Nighttime. Do you know that feat where you use your intelligence instead of your strength or stuff?
No, I just thought I could use intelligence, but actually I couldn't.
How many cubic feet is this engine?
Hold on.
The reason I ask is because, well, let me ask you this. If I were to use Make Whole, I can repair 10 cubic feet per level. can I repair a portion of a single object and then cast it again, or would I have to
I
find
believe
some?
I believe there is also a weight limit on that as well.
Destroyed magic items or stored magic properties. Caster levels at least twice as high as the item. Items with charges cannot be repaired. When make whole is used on a construct creature, the spell bypasses any immunity as if the spell did not allow spell resistance. It doesn't specify weight, only size.
Okay.
My question would be, can I repair a portion of the engine, or would it have to be something that's within 80 cubic feet total?
The engine itself is, from the outside, is like 60 feet by 60 feet, basically. There's some... It's not a full square, but it's basically, that's kind of the length of it.
Okay.
So it
So
is a fairly large engine.
I wouldn't be able to cast make whole on this thing.
No. There's also lots of weird aspects to it as well, because it's not one. It's like obviously a train engine, but there's so much internal stuff. You wouldn't just be able to use one make whole and fix it all, because it's just one big train engine. You would have to do it more individual scale.
Were there any lock boxes, like the equivalent of a black box on the train?
You wouldn't know that.
Is there any paperwork left behind?
Any what, sorry?
Paperwork.
You are literally in the first room, and there's one cracked open door, which has got lots of black dust and a furnace in. One door which Nightshine's trying to get through, and another even heavier duty door with a plaque next to it which says no... What was it? No personnel... No passengers permitted.
Milk Thistle will take out his Wand of Bull Strength, and he will cast it on Nightshine.
Ooh, that might stand a chance.
And then he will assist on pulling the crowbar as well.
Alright, you need to roll me a strength test. If you get above a 10, you help. You help.
Yay.
Alright, I'm not going to add all the bonuses in. So
That's 2 for me, 2 from the crowbar, 4 from the bull strength, so plus 8.
Yeah, plus 2 from the book.
yeah, it's plus 2, yeah. You get plus 4 strength, but it's only plus 2 modifier.
I like my numbers better.
Yeah. So, let's roll that.
Here's the charge.
Ooh. So 11. So that's 1. So 1, 2. So that'd be 17. All right. No, you are not through the door yet.
Looks like we're close to it.
No. So what I'm going to say is, you guys probably want to take a 20 on this and spend a bit of time getting in.
Yeah, we're going to be stubborn.
Yeah. All right. The other two.
Yeah. I was like, I don't know, one of those guys need any strong ponies. Oh well.
So you guys come across the other carts. Looking at them, they appear to be passenger carts, like where you would sit and ride the train.
That's actually a interesting thing to come across. Are the windows on the outside dusty looking? Like, are they? What's the dust levels like on the glass?
There is no glass.
Huh.
As in, there once was, but there isn't now.
Hey, Alexandrite, get a load of this. Are the are they on their sides?
One is upright, two are on their side.
Bernie's gonna go to the one that's upright, and he's gonna try to open up the door.
As you pull the door, it opens with ease.
Right. Is it dark in there, or is there enough sunlight coming in from or is it even sunlight?
There is enough sunlight in there for you to see quite clearly that there are a number of rows of chairs that are lined out for obviously people to sit on, and you can see lots of like refuge and various things that indicate animals have made this place their home.
Well, this is certainly interesting, don't you think? He's gonna carefully enter the car and start looking around.
Roll me perception.
Alright. Let me open up my character sheet.
I'm going to share an image of basically the room you're in, the kind of what the cart looks like. Oh, there we are. Put this in here. Oops, somebody's pinged me somewhere. Alright. Alright. So, with that, did you get that image?
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's basically what the whole thing. You're starting to look around. You can find what appears to be like nests, but it looks like they've been like stomped around and stuff. So there was clearly something living in here, but it has been disturbed. Oh, you do find small like statues of animals.
Statues of animals.
Yeah, like made out of stone.
Oh. Alexandra knows what's going on, I think.
If you have the suitable knowledge, you can make a check.
Well, I don't know if this is particular, but we've run across creatures that have made stones out of us. One of my friends actually had a cockatrice in their hat.
Yes, they did.
So, wait. So what you're saying is there might be a cockatrice laying somewhere around here.
At least was. I imagine the army has taken care of it.
Yeah. Well, let's check the other cars in. I don't know if there's gonna be anything worth salvaging out of this place. I mean, the stoned animals could still be worth something.
Perhaps there's a luggage area that was undisturbed.
Yeah, yeah, let's search the luggage compartments and see what we can find.
So you're not. There's no sort of luggage or anything like from passengers that you can see. You're not finding any skeletons or anything like that. So when it derailed, it looked like it was probably not in use or empty at the time.
How many stone statues are there of animals?
There's bits and pieces. You're probably finding like a few which are fully intact. Things like mice are really the sort of things you're finding.
Well, we'll take some of those statues.
Yeah.
I know people who collect statues like this, so.
And I mean, to be fair, it wasn't a bad thought to be like, hey, we could probably take these to sell. So yeah, Bernie's gonna help him with moving the stoned animals to the ship for now.
I was just gonna throw them in my bag of holding.
Oh, that works too.
Yeah, they're like little things.
Yeah. Alright, let's move on to the next car then. there's
Alright.
anything of interest there.
So, the next cart you actually find is very similar to this one, except for it's on its side. So there's
Well,
a bit of struggle to obviously climb through it, but once you get up to the door and look inside, you find that you're looking at a very similar looking room.
Right. So
only everything's on the sides.
Yeah.
yeah. So it's still wide enough to see through
Yeah.
and inside of. Okay.
You
Yeah.
can,
So let's.
like I said,
Sorry.
it's exactly the same as the last one.
All right. Let's see if we can find anything of value or use in here.
All right. With as you guys search from the other cart, well, the main engine, there's a clear snapping noise as you guys, Milk Thistle and Nightshine, you crack the door open.
Nice.
As you open the door, the thick smell of coal fills your nose as you see great piles of the stuff from just that is just shy of the ceiling, laying in front of you. This room is looked to be fairly large as well.
Milk Thistle's gonna remember that he didn't cast fastidiousness on himself, and then he's going to start digging through everything to see if there's anything of importance in this big pile.
Next time, you know what would be funny? If you cast Fireball.
I didn't ask how big the room was. I said I cast Fireball.
You find coal. I mean, that's quite literally what you're finding here.
That's all there is in here? Boring.
Like it's a coal room or
Alright.
something.
Alright, on to the bigger door.
Alright, this one looks like it's rather thick and heavy duty.
Should we get the tanks in here for this one?
I think we should see if there's some lock we can look at before trying to pry it open.
There does look like there's a lock on there.
Do you have the ability to pick locks?
Do we have lightning puppets?
Nope. No lightning puppet.
Do you guys have the stone knock?
Nope.
Yeah, I have a great idea. You're gonna love it.
What's your great idea?
Oh, do you see this door?
I see the door.
Okay, let's blow it up.
No, that's actually not a good idea.
Why?
Well, because if you blow open this very strong, sturdy door, you'll probably end up doing more damage to the train than it's already taken.
I think it can get worse, Milk.
Well, at least it's still intact, even if it's run down and in great need of repair. No, I think we're better off calling for help if we can't do it ourselves.
A one-time opportunity in your life, Milk. You're never going to get this chance again. Are you sure you don't want to blow this up?
I have absolute confidence that something will eventually arise that will require you to blow it up, and I will cheer you on if you do so. But for now, we just need to get the door open, not blow up the whole train.
Bye.
Burned, Alexandrite! Burn!
Yeah.
You're needed.
And with that, he's gonna look down Denver and say, "Come on, I need your help." And he's gonna climb out of the car and head up.
Yeah, since I'll head to the other side of the car and use that door.
Yeah,
Burn, you-
seems to be the problem.
We have a door that needs to be open. You still have your adamantine sword with you, don't you?
I do, yes.
I'd say be careful with this one. Cut along the hinges and let's see if we can just pull the door off instead of just ripping it off.
Yeah, I could do that.
Why don't we just cut the lock?
So, you guys are going to break the door open, which is fine. I'm not going to bother getting you to roll dice because it's just going to be of we wait until you break down the door situation.
Alright.
So, as the after a few minutes of careful cutting, Burnt, you realise that this iron door was fairly thick, and it did take a good bit of like basically pushing the bastard sword through with some good effort. If it wasn't made out of adamantine, there's a good chance that you probably wouldn't have even got through this door just cutting through it, or at least not, any time soon.
Yeah,
But
as he cuts through it, he's breathing heavily and he's actually starting to perspire. And he goes, "Well, Alexandrite, I think it's your turn to take over and to open up the door."
well, the door kind of will, with it not being held in place after you cut, it kind of just falls.
Ponyfinder will take the first few steps in, just make sure.
Yeah. So this next room has thick copper tubes running through much of the room. Through the though concentrated primarily on the north and the south sides of the room, where they make a maze of tiny passages. You can also see at the end of the hallway of maze of pipes, you can see another door that looks very similar to the one you had just cut your way through.
Is there anything hiding in here that's about to jump out at us?
It's not. It's the sort of space you guys would have to step into is. If you step in, you've only got like 5 foot just either side of the door. It is about 15 feet long, but the copper piping makes it hard to work out how wide the room is.
Alexander will start walking into the other door and say, well, looks like I'll need your sword to break through this one.
With that, Bert is gonna walk over to the door again, and he's gonna start carefully cutting his way through the door.
As the 2 guinea pigs walk through Milk Thistle, nothing appears to jump out and eat them, so you would assume that there's nothing hiding.
Okay. More concerned about swarms of insects popping out, since they could probably find places to crawl in here.
Yeah, but nothing runs out and swarms or tries to eat them. How much of hardness does adamantine bypass, or is it literally bypass all of it?
All hardness.
Oh,
I thought there was a number it goes up to as a max.
I think the only thing that can give it pause is adamantine.
Yeah. Adamantine. Weapons fashioned from adamantine have a natural ability to bypass under. When sundering or attacking object, you ignore hardness less than 20, of hardness less than 20. As you go at this door, it seems to resist your adamantine.
Huh.
this door must be some sort of sterner stuff than if they will resist my adamantine bastard sword.
Yeah. What type of lock does it have?
It looks rather complicated and complex.
Does the lock look like it's thicker?
It looks like it's the same sort of stuff as this door is.
The lightning.
No, we've already tried. Lightning is taking a nap.
Yep.
But you don't want to wake a pregnant woman up.
No, no, you don't.
Nightshine, do you know what kind of material this door is made out of?
I can assume that's adamantine, but I can roll appraisal. If I can roll appraisal, I can ask the GM to roll appraisal for me.
Oh yeah, of course, you still haven't even loaded in.
Failing that, I can do appraisal.
Yeah, I'll roll appraisal as well, see if I can't assist.
Oh, I can take 10. I shall take a 10.
Yeah, sure, you can take a 10. Did I close your character sheet? Yes, I did.
I'm starting to think your ID change.
Well, you'll come up with an error saying you can't connect if it has.
I don't come up with anything.
I mean, all I can suggest is leave and rejoin. Like, close it
I
completely.
have it.
Alright, I will refresh, and if I can't get back in,
No, don't do it.
Appraise.
we're like, I think we're 20 minutes from quitting time anyway, so.
Appraise? No, okay, that'd be why I
Yeah,
can't
we
find it.
We gotta get to this door before we stop playing.
Yeah,
Take 10. Alright.
I'm curious as to what's hiding behind this door.
Okay, yeah, so take 10 is 21. That's okay, so. So. You're not sure exactly what this door has been made from, but but it's more about how it's probably been manufactured, as it looks like it's a combination of maybe iron or steel, along with some other metalwork worked into it. But it's to like the high quality that has been manufactured that puts its hardness, you reckon, just above the threshold of adamantine, almost like it's been purposely made to ensure people can't necessarily just force their way in.
Is it magical?
You have enough people there to detect magic. You are not detecting any magic from the door.
What type of lock is it, by the way? Is it like a rotisserie lock, or?
Think of a very complex dwarven lock that has many components to it.
Other than Lightning, who's actually good at possibly picking locks?
I think she's our only one.
Yeah, she's the only one. I know how to kick down a door, but I don't know how to pick a lock.
We could try engineering.
Actually, yeah, I actually have some points into that.
We could always maybe our captain will actually be able to do something like that.
Maybe. Hey, still, I'd like to roll knowledge engineering. See if I can't discern what exactly.
That is
kind of.
perfectly acceptable.
All right.
Okay. Looking over this lock, you realise that it's actually it's a fake lock, basically to try and confuse people, and the likelihood is the door is actually probably sealed from the inside rather than the outside.
Looking around the outside, did we notice any other ways into this train?
Nope.
Into the engine?
You did not notice any other ways.
So, I think this door is locked from the inside. There has to be some way to open it, but we can't really. Oh, open it unless we somehow get in there.
The thistle scratches his beard, and then he squeezes his way up to the front door, and he knocks.
Obviously, it's a very metal clonked noise as you knock, but there does not appear to be any answer.
Do the bronze pipe or the copper pipes lead into the locked area of the room?
They definitely lead into the walls either side of where it will be, as well as the ceiling and floor.
If we knew there was something worth extracting, then I would say simply cut through the walls behind on the other side of this material. But I don't want the dwarves to have to deal with something that's completely damaged. There's obviously something on the other side that needs to be protected.
Sorry.
How big or small are these pipes?
They vary in size. Some of them are quite small. Some of them are as thick as your leg. So there's a mixed variety.
Okay. I was like, yeah, and if we had someone small enough, we could just push them through the pipe.
You wouldn't have anyone that small.
Yeah,
Or if we had a ghost pony, then that would be really helpful.
Any chance a diminutive weasel would fit?
Well, you would have to break one of the pipes open and then shrink him down.
That's a no.
What about mist form? Does anybody have that ability?
You do not.
Nightshine, does not.
It would be so much easier if I was playing wildcard.
I do not believe Nightshine has it.
Yep.
No.
Milk Thistle opens up his bag and he starts going through all of his scrolls. I do not have that ability either.
Also, I think when you did try and attack it, Bert, I don't think you even left a scratch. So I don't think you have enough. I don't think you can do enough damage to get past its hardness.
Gaseous form was the spell I was thinking of. It's a level 3 wizard spell.
Do you have an idea what's on the other side?
Given you haven't found it yet, you would guess the cockpit.
I think we might need to ask our captain for any assistance with this.
I'm just going to share what you know of the room so far. So I've cut off the front.
Would the ruminant goggles reveal anything about the engineering? Would they be able to melt?
You've not known them to be able to see through things.
Maybe not, but they are able to analyze machinery and then start translating what it's for.
Alexander is just going to squeeze his way out and head to the ship to try to get the attention of Swift Gadget.
Bert's gonna follow him out. There's really nothing we can do right now, so.
And Milk, if it's locked from the inside, I don't think there's anything we can look with the goggles from here. You know, we could use the airship to lay over it and break it open.
Captain Swift Gadget.
I'm just getting her sheet open,
Uh,
so I know what ability she actually has. Because I know she's got a lot of engineering, but I don't know if she's got any disabled device. But the engineering might help.
Yeah, it might.
I mean, she might have a golf course that we don't know of.
Alright. She shouts over. You finished poking with destroyed... You finished playing with trains yet?
Not yet. We've run across a door that we cannot open. I was wondering if you had anything that could help.
She looks back on the ship and looks down. We've got some cannons.
I don't think we want it destroyed.
Probably something a little more tactful. If this door can withstand adamantine.
Yeah,
Oh.
it appears to be locked from the inside.
She sort of stands and thinks. Hang on. Let me see if this will work. Okay, no, that doesn't quite do what I thought it would do. Anything here which you might have? That's what I thought. Alright. No, that won't help here. I thought she had that spell, but no, apparently not. Okay. She stops and sort of has a think on the sub on it. I can't think of any tactful way that will get you in anytime soon, but we might be able to put together something that will get through the door, or might be able to unlock it, but it will take some time to put together.
I think that would be a very good idea. Even if it takes us some time to get it all set up, it could very well be a great help.
Yeah, I don't think this train is going to go anywhere. We'll tell the others.
It's probably in our best interest to get a dwarf to look at it. We might need to bring a dwarf back with us, or a team of dwarves.
This is true.
I guess we should keep moving.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we just came down here for a quick investigation. We know where it is.
And if we can't break through that door, I don't think anyone else can. So.
Alright, so back onto the ship and traveling to Galloping Dam, yes?
Yep.
Swift Gadget appears back from below deck. Looks like dragging. Well, no, she wouldn't be. A number of crew members are sort of dragging up a number of tools and equipment as you guys clamber back on deck. We're not opening it.
Oh, I thought when you said it's going to take a while, I thought you meant like days.
It would.
No.
I was just getting my supplies. You didn't say no. You guys just walked off back to the ship to go and check. Not ship. You walked back to the train to go and check. So she went and got her supplies.
No, we won't be needing those. It's best we continue on to Galloping Dam.
Perhaps as a side project.
All right then. She turns around and tells them to take it back down. As they then drag that equipment back downstairs.
Sorry.
Alright. So, you guys are going on to Galloping Dam. How far will you make today? Would you get there? Or will you have to spend one more day travelling? Oh, you might get there in a day. Oh, well. So you travel from here. So you got 3. So 3. Right. So. Okay, so you guys travel for a little bit longer, but you you won't reach Galloping Dam yet. You should have an idea of roughly how far away you are.
Yeah, we're only like, I think, half a day.
That would be a good guesstimation.
Alright, no worries. Captain really needs to teach somebody else how to fly this ship so we can just fly 24/7.
Yep.
You could also get her one of those rings that you have.
Oh, those are quite expensive.
Hmm.
Although I suppose I could make it for her, but I still need the funds and the materials for myself.
Do you have craft wing?
Yes. Yeah, that's how I made this, and he gestures to his silver headband with silver moons on it.
No, that's craft wondrous item. You have to have a separate craft magical ring.
Yeah, ring is a separate thing. No, I do not. I have craft scroll, craft wondrous item.
Yeah. Alright. So, for the next day, it will begin to rain again. Apparently got some... Oh, but it's very warm, actually. So you get warm rain.
Sorry, how many of those little statues did I manage to collect?
Oh, you got like 6 fully intact ones.
Alright, let's see. Berg is doing his thing in the morning. Oh, that's... I totally wanted to roll that as not blind.
Oh, that's fine. I'll reveal it for you. Everyone, he hurts himself by 2.
Oh. Honestly, that's not that bad. Like,
No. Right.
these tenants aren't all that horrible.
Oh, I need a D100 roll. You're not likely to. He's not here.
Alright, you know what? Alexandra, do you want to do this?
Sure, I can do it.
Take the honor.
There's a very minor chance you'll get an encounter because you're using an airship.
We have our little table thing, don't we?
You could use that one, but if it says bad, I'll tell you if it actually is bad.
Alright. Okay. Okay, I just click on something.
You should just click where it says like roll or something like that. It's been a while since I've looked at the table.
Oh, there it is. Okay.
Oh, you found it. Okay.
Well, since we used the table.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Nothing interesting. Okay. Yep. So your today's travel will be not interesting, but you will arrive roughly at midday at the Galloping Dam.
Yay! I have a previous obligation. Y'all mind if we stop here for today?
Yeah.
That is fine. I haven't actually imported the new map for Galloping Dam, so.
Oh, okay. That works out.
Oh, hey, nighttime, before we leave, can you appraise these statues? See how much they can get for them.
Yes, I can, and by I can't, because I can't log in.
Yeah, hey, Steel, can you roll for nighttime to appraise these statues?
It's going to cheat and take 10 and tell you the answer. Then, because they're not crafted or anything like that, they are just creatures turned to stone. It tends to be sort of more of a crude sort of, especially with the creature what it was. it tends to be more crudely done. So you're not only looking at a few gold for each of them, like 5 gold.
5 gold for each?
Yes.
Well, that's actually pretty good. I will definitely take that.
Gold is gold.
With like how much gold you actually get for working and such, that's pretty good. So
Yeah, I mean they're still very small and small and kind of because the smaller size, it would be something difficult to get like that sort of size and to the detail it does have. So it still has some worth.
they're very lifelike.
Yeah, I mean they're in interesting poses.
And this is such a twisted like use of these. I'm just imagining like having a cockatrice spawn, just like using them.
I mean,
To be fair, they got turned to stone. Unless someone turns them back into flesh, there's nothing to really worry about.
Yeah, as someone who's been turned to stone, like this is kind of what happens.
you get used as a lovely statue.
Yeah.
You're used as a very lovely doorstop.
Yeah, I guess I'll just sell those to whoever.
I mean, you would be able to sell them in Galloping Dam next session when you guys get going if you just want to get rid of them.
Except I would or wouldn't.
You would.
Okay, yeah, I was just gonna get rid of them. So
Yeah, it's a large enough place that you would find somebody who would be interested in purchasing stone mice.
If no one was willing to take them, you could always just donate them to the local church.
so nice. I made like a good 30 gold.
I mean, there was a few thousand golds worth of coal you left behind as well.
Yeah, we can always go back for that.
Mm-hmm.
But we will stop here. I am looking for the new map to bring in though. Oh, I think found it.
Oh, I also got an azurite that I need to sell, so I might as well do that now.
Galloping down. Where are you? Where's? I thought it'd be here. Well, there's the file. But thank you for everybody for joining us. Even though we've had a few technical difficulties and it's not been too exciting. We've done a little bit of theatre of the mind, but
Or at least fucking out of villager town.
yeah, that we're visiting other places. I mean, places we've been before, but there are technically other places.
We're on our way to the dwarves, that's a new place.
This is very true.
We gotta see all the places, all the things, all the people.
Select file. Oh, save changes. Let's see if it breaks everything.
And it will only be a matter of time before the fog of war once again takes over the map.
Yeah.
We probably should go and deal with the elves as well.
I think the elves would be better off until after we get the army built.
True.
Like if we can build an armada and stock it full of a bunch of soldiers and then go straight to the Elven lands, that sounds cool.
Yeah.
Oh god, I need to check.
I mean, as far as I know, the elves are right now leaving us alone, so.
Yeah, they're not doing
Yeah,
anything.
but don't we have some naval vessels that ended up not coming back from there?
Correct.
Yep.
We don't know if those the elves. It could have been
Yeah,
someone.
yeah. It could have been like, I don't know, the Kraken, the Meg, Pirates,
Everything that the GM doesn't normally get to roll except for sea encounters.
the Taco.
Well, I need to get going, folks. Y'all need anything from me before I leave?
No, I don't think we're.
Don't believe so.
Alright, good gaming with y'all. Auf Wiedersehen.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. 7, 6, 8, 0.
I think that's gonna be it for me as well.
No, that's fine.
I'm gonna go take my nap.
9, 3, 2, 0.
It was nice having fun with you guys. And my DMs are always open if anyone needs to talk, so.
Yeah, same. And oh yeah, I'm sorry I didn't get back to you, Steele, on what you mentioned, but I think I am gonna keep Alexandrite for at least a little while.
Okay. I at least now know.
Yeah, we must have more super awesome brother adventures.
I was really debating on it, but then I kind of felt bad because I was like, I don't know if Alexandrite would. He was like the first, like the only person who was originally from the group, so.
How dare you?
Yeah.
Alright, have a good rest of the day, you guys.
Alright.
Yep.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
I will be on because I'm going to sort out a few bits and stop the stream. And I also thank you to everybody for joining us. And good.